In the year 2021, all of immersion fell to the Diplomancers. All of it? No! A small group of players still resist the Diplo and prefer to loot and plunder the neighbors. Helped by Polter's magic hosting, they play anonymous games, making a point of mocking the Diplo players and their proud legions.
Hello everyone and welcome to anonMAs and 4, the game I'm hosting on the immersion server with anonymous players and no Diplo in-game or out-of-game, of course, allowed. This is turn 4, also known as the second turn of expansion, since we had nothing happening turn 2. We're gonna go through who expanded where quickly, and then we're gonna look at what's the most interesting thing on the map, looking at you, underwater nations. So yeah, let's do it. First off, Jotunheim. Jotunheim kept their initial expansion army going north. Everybody's concentrating on this part of the map, which is pretty interesting, while Bandalog is going straight at Jotunheim from the south. So yeah, another lossless expansion party just like last turn. And forces are massing up with, you know, the classic Alphadin, which has a werewolf guys, and Vaetis force. He also pinged the barbarians in his capsicle to be sure of the amount of barbs he's going to face. Then we have Olm continuing to clear his capsicle. Like, we're not gonna show every single, but oh wait, no, we're gonna show this one because it's interesting. As you can see, he brought 2 commanders. This is a new tactic I haven't been exposed to before. So as you can see, the Black Lord with a bodyguard Black Knight right there, a bunch of melee infantry, and his last guy is another commander. Versus heavy cavalry, like a bit less than 10. That's 8 or 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 heavy cavalry. Let's see how he does. So, new strat is to use your Black Lord, apparently, as a lance charge taker, just relying on a fucking mangosh of parrying to get enough defense skill not to die. But, like, his friend, his bodyguard, instantly dies, and you're like, okay, then the melee troops come in and clean the heavy cav. No sir, they are on attack rear, and they don't give a fuck. So, because of that, all of that militia is just gonna go on its other commander. So he has one exposed commander that is gonna die. And he's relying on, well, he's only down to 16 D skill, but as you can see, the guy took a hit and became mute, and is now up to 5 hit points. Anything could kill him at any point, while this guy, well, 7-7 there, is dead, while his troops are trying to clean up the backline. At any second, he could have just taken another hit. I'm pretty sure he's gonna take another hit, because if I remember correctly, okay, the independent rooted. Yeah, see? He lost another HP. This is bold, to say the least. But it worked, so great job, Ulm. You're a master tactician. Okay, next. We're gonna skip that one. We're gonna go to Pengia. Santos go brrr. And bless Barkskin. Blesses after the Barkskin, so nearly misses the troops. He goes into undead and he banishes them. Classic stuff. Wrong button. No losses. While the initial army keep doing the same thing, losing 5 Satyr in the process, just like in the previous turn. Then we are gonna take a look at Vanheim, which is still doing the same thing too. aka melee troops goes in, cavalry goes brrr. Melee troops stopped and threw their javelin this time. So the cav was in the front line, which worked really well. They just took the ranged attacks aggro, and then they let the cav kill everyone. Pretty good expansion, not too many troops lost, so yeah, clearing is cap circle too. Armor! Armor is sending long deads and taking provinces, especially valuable ones. Isn't that like peak gameplay? Guys walk in, through jabs, and slap people to death. Impressive. Not too many losses, and yeah, 71 gold in the bank. And here it's gonna be the same, we're not gonna show it, we're just gonna show you the result. Double expand. And a border with Celeria, which is always interesting. Celeria especially doesn't have that much growth, apparently, so it's gonna have to work out to keep Armor in check and not lose all of his population if they don't instantly fight. Which I would be surprised they do. Like, they both have a target on their head, fighting each other in a no-diplo game where you can't be like, oh, don't attack me, I'm fighting Armor, or oh, don't attack me, I'm fighting Celeria. Sounds a bit dicey. But we'll see what they decide to do. We have a border, it's always interesting. So yeah, double expand, we're gonna watch what Celeria is doing. Big stack of troops, kill things dead. And that's about it for Celeria that expanded right next to them. Decent farm, not that much pop for MA, but pretty good. Next, Agartha. Agartha is still clearing their cap circle. You also want maximum of resources on your capital for Agartha, and I guess bards were a bit too threatening for them. Although, I mean, they can do some repel shenanigans with the little bit of attack skills they have in their bless, but yeah, it's gonna be hard. There's also a lot of barbs apparently. But yeah, nothing too fancy. Well, last turn was against Flyers, so let's see what they do when it's not big line. Walk forward. Oh, and he brought some. I'm pretty sure they weren't there last turn, right? And the trucks just go step on the back line.
Le parfum de cette forêt de pins, le sable qui coulait entre tes mains.
Back, 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 I'm gonna step on the back tonight of fire.
L'amour vous réveille avant midi, le petit déjeuner servi au lit.
Next, we have Man. Man decided to link his god with his army and was solely here for moral support, I guess. He also got all his mercs together. So expansion is gonna be pretty free. He tanks the lance charge with the mercs this time. He kills the things dead. His melee troops go away, and his god decides to, instead of flying in, limp into combat at the speed of a snail. Meaning the fighting is over far before he can ever do anything. I'm not quite sure how you stop the commander from flying in. I'll actually go and ask the player, and because I'm interested, I probably will say what he did next time. Oh, and also, what did he do with his bless? He took attack skill and morale. Interesting. Because, I mean, he does have a sacred unit, technically, but yeah. Interesting. Alright. So, Limping Dragon and his bunch of mercs kill things dead. Oh, and I was wondering why this thing didn't show up, that there was two mercs groups, but the spearmen from the mercs got mixed with the spearmen from Man. which retreated from the fight. So he only has his merc, his longbowman, his moral support dragon, and that's about it. So yeah, we watched Bandalog. Monkey expansion keeps doing what it's doing. We can watch it quickly if you want. And I mean, when I say if you want, it's if I want, because you guys can't say anything. It's a video. Bam, 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 bam. Everybody's dead. Wow. One loss. That's really good. Pengia's over party we watched. Kellum went for a waste. I'm not gonna watch that because that's, I mean, who cares? It's horse sharp cavalry, so they just jumped in the back and killed everything. Yeah, I don't know why, because yes, it's free. Yeah, you definitely don't want to go there because there's war elephants, and I'm pretty sure burps don't do too well against elephants. Maybe they do actually. They can frighten them when they drop. My take is they're probably trying to deny the coast while, well, we'll talk about it after that, but underwater it's gonna be busy, but I'm surprised they went for the 4 income waste, which will get up to like 8 when the unrest is gone. Yip-de-doo. And that's it, so yeah, now for the underwater. The interesting part, because, yeah, there's a border here. And Pelagia goes in, kills everything dead. Knights of the Deep just destroy. And what I'm assuming is it's just taking the path of least resistance to get to yes. Because there was a lot of troops here, while there was nothing here. And yes decided to expand in his capsicle on a shitty province, sadly for him. That's high income. What? What happened to this province? What is up with the underwater guy? I don't play there. I have no idea why the high income province are like 2 of the lowest income provinces, and look at that! Anyway. Yeah. So Yis gets robbed, loses 9 of the... I mean, he did recruit some of them, because that's not all initial expansion party. Initial army. And yeah, he kills Shark Tribe Trident, which would have taken some of Pelagia's stuff away, and gives a freeway for Pelagia to come in. So either he's gonna PD dump it and bring is actually getting more racks now. Either you PD dump it and bring more racks in and try and defend that, or you just clear the way for Pelagia to get to your capital even faster. I'm surprised, but like rest of his capsicle is like awful. There's Shark Tribe here too. Around us, no wait, maybe more. And Kululus are a fucking nightmare. You got a terrible capsicle. I think Turtle Tribe dies pretty easily. But yeah, he decided to go for the kelp. He doesn't have Dominion here, so he didn't know it was a 2.5k province for some reason. Well, there's... Wait. Oh, there's a death site here. Poor guy. Well, if it's not a Wall of Pestilence, maybe he can, like, counter the effect with his Dominion. I just don't know if he's gonna... I don't know if there's a disease and death site underwater, but yeah, anyway, I think next turn is gonna be really interesting. We're gonna see if Pelagia goes straight in. We're gonna see if he is speedy dumps and try and defend it with the gap units and what he has there. And do they have an extra commander? They do not, so they can really try and ping it. Except if there's like... No, that's the under... And yeah. Except if people retreated here. Like if a knight retreats there, which would be extremely surprising. I'm pretty sure they just go in and... Yeah. So all his troops left his cap and went for the the already taken province straight into this. I'm guessing. Which means he doesn't plan on expanding right now, he plans on killing yes. So, well, I'm expecting some interesting things next turn. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, this was anonMAs turn 4 and I'll see you next time.
Tout le monde se ressemble sauf toi.